Well, here we are, folks, in the wet. It's raining, and you know, when it rains, it means water. Water, groundwater, surface water on driveways and patios and parking lots. All of that water can cause major problems to your home. In fact, one of the major concerns with the home is water that's being forced in through hydraulics underground, under the footings, and on into finished basements, which is really an ugly scene. Well, we tend to forget about all those drainage tiles around the home or drainage lines from catch basins and driveways. We just seem to go out, hose down the driveway. Where does all that residual go? Well, it goes down into a catching area, and that catchment area, if you don't clean it out and service it, you could have major problems. For an example, I talk to many people and they say they haven't even thought of their perimeter drainage for over 20 years. Well, that's a way too long. So let's talk about what we should be doing. Well, we got the sump lid off, and down in the sump we got a whole bunch of water running because it's raining. And to talk about cleaning out, I've got Scott from McCrae's Environmental Services. How are you doing, Scott?
Not too bad. How about yourself?
Hey, just great. Tell me, what do we do on a day like this?
Well, one of the first things we can do to help maintain and clean your drainage is to pump this sump and keep it nice and clean. One of the options with drainage around the home is cleaning it out yourself using different techniques of putting your garden hose down there and putting water in the actual pipe, or there's maintenance where you get out with a little shovel and clean your catch basins and whatnot by hand. Another option is to use a flush hose nozzle.
Or the shop vac,
shop
wet
vac
dry, sometimes
yeah.
I get.
Climb on down there and go to her, right? But
I don't think so.
one of these systems we have is an actual vacuum, and it's like a shop vac on the back of a truck, basically. It's big, and we have a flusher, and one of the nozzles we use is something like this. It's like a mushroom head, and it shoots water out the front, and then it has a bunch of holes on the back of it, which creates water going this way like a jet.
Right.
It'll shoot into the pipe and actually bring all the material out into the sump.
All the residuals flushed back to the sump.
Yeah, everything. You'll catch it from your gutters, you'll catch it from your catch basins, and all those needles and leaves and dirt and whatnot get down into this sump. You want to clean it out, so you use this nozzle, and it shoots in by itself. It goes all the way around your home, and then
What if that stops?
If that stops somewhere, there might be a problem there. And what we can do is we have a camera that we can send in there, and we can look, where is it stopping? What's it doing?
Oh, great.
And if it turns out that there's a break or some rock or whatnot that we can't get out of there by using this new technology, we'll call it, we can actually locate where this problem is.
Question. This sort of technology, to have someone come out and dig around your home and clean out and repair, compared to, I hear thousands of dollars talked about when it comes to doing new perimeter drainage. What are we talking here?
Well, this would be probably maybe a fifth of the cost to repair a whole drainage. It is a lot of money, like you say. What we can do is we can go in and clean the existing drainage, and if there's maybe one or two problems, we can maybe dig one hole here and one hole here and fix it and get the whole system done instead of digging up the whole house. And it is definitely a lot cheaper than redoing your whole drain tile.
Well, listen, Scott, I think McCrae's Environmental Services, let's show us what we can do.
Sure.
All right.
Okay, what we have here is a catch basin. We're going to use this little hook here, pop her out.
Boy, look at the dirt that's built up around that catch basin grill.
Yeah, that's quite a bit of dirt. What we want to do here is we'll take our suction unit and pump all this out right along there, get that drainage exposed, and get the flusher down in there.
Right.
Let's get that vacuum off and in. See, what's going to happen now is we're going to bring out all the dirt that's settled in from when you wash down your driveway, from when the rain brings the water down, and all the sediment that's built up in the bottom is now going to go up the vacuum and into the truck and go away.
Now that sump there, I'm sure, is a lot deeper than that. So that's just debris and residual off the drive.
Yep. You definitely don't want this plugging up. It can cause a lot of problems later on.
Boy, can you imagine the amount of damage that would cause if that ever got back into the system and back into a house?
Oh yeah, it would flood out any basement, anything that might be just redone, refinished, a driveway, corrosion from the ground. The water finds its own way around. You start getting driveways sinking, gardens sinking. Okay, this is the flusher again. We're going to stick it inside this 4-inch pipe. We're going to turn her on and we're going to flush that pipe clean.
Okay, signal the truck.
See, what we're doing is we're bringing all that water and dirt and stuff back out of the pipe into your catch basin. Usually we can run this thing about 800 psi, but it'll go all the way up to 3,000 and just blow everything out of there.
Wow.
You like to keep it fairly minimum so that you don't damage any of the pipes.
Well, you can certainly see that there's dirt coming back there. This is the color of the water.
Oh yeah. Once we get to the other side, it should just pop right out.
Oh, there she blows.
Yeah. Now what we want to do is just bring that all the way back, clean out that pipe, make her brand new again.
And all that will come back into this sump, then you'll clean it out here.
Yep. We pump it out, clean it all here, and the water from the top is draining down into the sump, which we'll clean again.
Now that everything's been flushed back, Scott, everything's now in the main sump, and now you're pumping the main sump out.
That's right. Everything's been brought to here. We're going to pump it out, clean it all out, check the pumps, check the floats, make sure everything works great, and now your system's clean. Generally, you won't want to have to worry about this for another couple of years, 3 years, clean it all out.
Scott, I want to thank you very much for coming out and giving us a whole rundown on the most important thing about water control underground. It's really been great, so thanks very kindly.
All right, thank you.
You bet.